Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Got one more great treat for you folks. Joining us on our broadcast is Shams Charania. Shams, so great to have you with us. Thanks for taking the time to take a seat and join us here courtside.
Star-studded group, the pleasure is all mine. I appreciate you guys so very much for having me aboard.
Look at the smile on Brent Berry's face. He is thrilled to have you here courtside with us.
Absolutely, super excited about it.
So here's Miami's starting group. Hero in at shooting guard, with Butler at small forward. In the post, it's Jovic and Adebayo. And it's Rozier in at the 1. And for Orlando, in the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Wagner in at the 3 spot. Shams, the Magic last year with their highest win total in over a decade. They were fun to watch. Had some money to spend over the summer as well.
The Magic knew they were in a good spot heading into free agency with all that cap space. They wanted to build around the young core that landed them the 5th seed, and players actually now want to come play with Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner under Jamal Mosley. They tried to find players that complement what they already had in place.
Players like Mosley, I mean, that future seems very bright to me.
Players want to come play in Orlando. I've had multiple players, star players, say that's a team that's building the right place.
And KCP right now just not backing down.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line, just a shade under 90%.
Hey, Shams, the Heat seem to always be in that area of making a big move, thinking about a big move, certainly seeing what could be out there. What's your sense? Are they trying to shake up their core right now?
The Heat always feel like they are close to competing and really trying to get to the cusp of winning a championship. The question is, can they find another star player to bring to this group? Are they willing to move the assets, and do they have the complement of pieces to go get that star player? But the Heat, we've seen it over the last 4 or 5 years. They're a team that has one thing in mind, and that's winning a championship.
And they can be scary when they get to the playoffs.
Playing the regular season is one thing for this Heat group. They know when the lights are shining the brightest, they can turn it up another level in the playoffs. That's what Eric's supposed to do.
Now Caldwell-Pope, after Jimmy Butler missed from long range, drills the three-pointer.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. We're here, we're talking NBA, we're watching this game. We got this great group here courtside. You've got 2 phones working, and I'm sure there's a 3rd hidden in your bag. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with that?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is, it's hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis, and the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours, but this is what we sign up for. This is what we love, to inform the audience.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it.
Adebayo is by no means an ordinary big in this league. He's just one of the few players in the NBA who can legitimately guard 1 through 5, a true defensive anchor.
Now, here's Wagner. 23 points his last outing. Banchero passes to Wagner. Stolen by Hero. And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
I like the intensity Hero brings defensively. He's aggressive in trying to capitalize on the offense, messing that play up.
Orlando's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, I did speak earlier with the Magic's head coach. He talked about the respect he has for Jimmy Butler and everything that Jimmy Buckets brings to the table. He told me Butler's special. He impacts the game with the ball, without the ball, and with his defense. But he said as much of a challenge as Butler presents, he'll be ready. Guys?
Thank you, David. And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Mo Wagner's checked in for the Magic. Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Miami. Robinson comes in for Rozier. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket. 1:31 left to play in the first. Jaquez the pass to Adebayo. Nice defense from Wagner.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Carter. Pass to Suggs. Caldwell Pope outside. 5 on the clock. Time to find Wagner. Gets it to him. And the baseline jumper, no good.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Butler, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Yes, that goes in.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. So for the Magic, Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Carter. Harris comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Anthony subbed in for Suggs. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Anthony, the pass to Isaac. Back to Anthony. Isaac down low. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Again, the miss by the Heat. Here's Harris. Outside Anthony, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. So it's Orlando heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
The Heat trail by 7. Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now, into writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently on.
I know. I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
Jonathan Isaac is out there with Mo Wagner. Then it's Gary Harris. Then there's Cole Anthony. And it's Banchero in at the 3. That's who's out there for Orlando. Magic leading by 3. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Heat are always a tough-minded bunch. Jimmy Butler says, I just think nobody cares on our team. Make or miss shots, we're going to be who we are because we're not worried about anybody else. So that's what I think it is, the I don't give a darn factor. I'm paraphrasing, Kevin. You get the picture.
I do, David. You are G-rated. Hey, thank you, D.A. The Heat making a switch here. Rozier's checked in. Free throw no good for Anthony. Shams, you've been around the NBA for a long time now. Which players do you enjoy watching the most?
Greatness, especially the guys that are regarded among the greatest of all time, like LeBron James, like Stephen Curry, like Kevin Durant. You have to throw those in there. But this is a new era, a new crop. The Jason Tatums, Jaylen Brown, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Have to throw Luka Doncic in there. You have Donovan Mitchell, you have Paolo Banchero, you have Tyrese Halliburton, you have Joel Embiid, you have Tyrese Maxey, Jimmy Butler, you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Devin Booker, Zion Williamson, Anthony Davis, De'Aaron Fox, Victor Wembanyama. So let's not have anyone here left out.
All right, they're all fun to watch.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Isaac against Jaquez. Fires from way outside. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
Yeah, well, the bloopers, right?
And so the ball is out of bounds. Rozier touched it last. Carter, he's checked in for the Magic. Suggs comes in for Harris. And Miami also making a switch. Adebayo's checked in. Carter looking around. And then Carter with the dunk.
Playing with some force on the interior. You gotta love Carter Jr. playing with that level of physicality.
Jaquez against Wagner. And stolen by Wagner. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Monday, they'll go back home and they'll be hosting the Detroit Pistons. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks.
And guys, this is the kind of stretch of the schedule that you dream of. Winnable games at home against opponents you know you have a talent advantage over. It would take a lot for this team to not be successful over this stretch.
Wagner's checked in for the match. Caldwell Pope comes in for Cole Anthony.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Orlando leading by 5. Wagner passes to Carter. Right wing. Here's Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Now you try your best defensively to push Bam away from the rim. That's easier said than done.
Carter outside. Back to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Carter. Magic moving the ball around. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
23 seconds left to play in the first half.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Wagner passes to Wagner. Back to Wagner. Here's Carter. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Magic lead by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. KCP, a great first half of play with the scoring. What did you see from them defensively that allowed you to be effective?
I just took what they gave me. I and I just knocked them down.
Hey, KCP, thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot. You're so close. Let's hear it for the participants.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us, and the scoreboard showing a deficit for the Miami Heat.
You know what? They push the action, but also play within themselves. Show great execution.
And you know, that usually leads to a high field goal percentage, and that's exactly what's happened here. And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
You take a look at the Heat, you can already see they have the makings of a good team, but they also have things to iron out.
Splitting the first two games, this next one could indicate which direction they're headed. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. The guard set is Rozier and Hero. In the forward spots, it's Butler and Jovic. And it's Adebayo in at the 5.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Right side, Hero. Sinks the triple. Hero's got 5.
You have to be mindful of Hero's range. He can absolutely burn you from outside.
And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic. They lead by 4. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Bangs home the trifecta.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Known as a ferocious scorer, Rozier is also solid at knowing when to give it up.
Magic leading by 5. Well, Branson's entering the NBA. Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler could shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season. And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field,
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. And I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly, DA is a two-way threat.
Well, the paint can open up for Hero because he's such a good shooter, smart to attack. He had a chance to do it there.
Wagner outside. Caldwell Pope outside. Shoots from the baseline. It's hauled in by the Heat. 1:21 left to play in the third. Here's Adebayo.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Pass to Wagner. Back to Suggs. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Rozier. And it's Suggs missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Jovic. He's defended by Wagner. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. Anthony's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Miami. Orlando's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Bankero. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
And on paper, Paolo Banchero has so many appealing attributes. His size, build, the ability to find shots. You can easily see why scouts were enamored with this guy as a prospect.
Free throw, good from Banchero.
What you like about Banchero, he's built to carry an offense in both temperament and talent.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Wagner comes in for Carter, and it's Gary Harris in for Suggs. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Miami trailing. 3 seconds separate the shot clock in game. Robinson misses. Outside Anthony. Pass to Wagner. And here's Banchero. Hands it from downtown. Banchero's got 4 points this quarter.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Magic out in front. They're up by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. They've got Jonathan Isaac. Cole Anthony is out there with Harris. Then there's Banchero. And it's Wagner in at the 5. This is out there for Orlando.
And one area Isaac must continue to improve upon. Has the size to dominate inside. Now just needs to add the muscle.
Now here's Adebayo. Unloads. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Up against Isaac. Back to Banchero. pass to Isaac. Tries it from the top of the key. Jaquez with the rebound.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And it's Rozier missing. Magic leading by 5. Here's Isaac. 2 points. That one goes.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Heat shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Robinson. Isaac with some nice D. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for Orlando. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Carter, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. Franz Wagner comes in for Isaac. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Harris. And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Anthony. The Heat also changing it up. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Love. Butler comes in for Jaime Jaquez. And Hero subbed in for Duncan Robinson. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Caldwell-Pope with it. Picked up by Rozier. Wagner wide open. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Adebayo. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And as Adebayo's career is moving forward, he's developing into a more consistent scorer.
Suggs against Rozier. Stolen by Hero. Puts up a deep 3. Orlando grabs the miss.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
The Heat trail by 5. Here's Jovic. Count it.
Good job by Tyler just finding the open teammate and showing some good awareness.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And Caro passes to Wagner. Here's Suggs. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Where was the D on that one? Just too easy.
Heat have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Hero. And yes, it's good. Hero's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Tyler Hero in the zone.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Caldwell-Pope. It's in!
So reliable with the ball in his hands. Caldwell-Pope wanted that.
The Heat have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Pass to Adebayo. It's stolen by Bankero. And up the court come the Magic on the break. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
It's rebounded by Jovic.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
A great sign of how confident Rozier is. He wants to be the leader, and you need your leader to come through with buckets like that.
First team foul.
And an intentional foul right there.
Jimmy Butler. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
And all eyes on Bankero here. They want to see how he handles some intense pressure.
And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Adebayo kicks to Hero. Carter pulls it in, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Here's Jovic over Caldwell Pope. Jovic, no good. And that's an intentional foul.
Jovic, first personal foul. 4th team foul.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he is unable to get the second one. And so it's Orlando winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long.